Good morning. I am Technical Sergeant Michael Griffith, Master Military Training Instructor, and I will be your narrator for today's ceremony. As the flights move into position, and for the safety and comfort of those around you, we ask that you refrain from entering the retreat pad and remain in your respective seating area when taking photos during the ceremony. Do not stand or sit in the stairways unless entering or exiting the grandstand. Additionally, we ask that you do not stand at the bottom of the grandstands as well as the arena drill pad. At the conclusion of the ceremony, you may proceed onto the retreat pad after the flights are dismissed. Please be cautious when ascending and descending the bleachers. Utilize the handrails and watch for tripping, slipping, and falling hazards. Restroom facilities are located in the reception center and to the right of the flagpole. During this morning's ceremony, smoking and the consumption of alcoholic beverages is not permitted. At this time, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. In the military, ceremonies are held to accord distinctive honors to national symbols or individuals on special occasions. These ceremonies are also used to display the proficiency and state of training in a command and to promote teamwork and pride in the organization. They also contribute to public morale by displaying symbolically the strength and unity of the military in support of the nation. All of the movements that you observe today are known as drill. The purpose of drill is to enable a commander or non-commissioned officer, such as the military training instructor, the ability to move their units from one place to another in an orderly manner, to aid in training by instilling discipline and habits of precision in response to the leader's orders, and to provide for the development of all leaders in the practice of commanding formations. To maintain the proper decorum and respect for events such as this, we ask that you abide by the following standards while you are here. First, there will be times that you will be asked to stand for the invocation, the playing of the national anthem, the Air Force song, and the reciting of the Airman's Creed. Second, we ask that you remain silent during these times, reflecting on the price that has been paid for our freedom. Third, we ask that you pay respect to the flag during the national anthem. Military members and veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute. Civilians should stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. After the last note of the national anthem, you may return your hand to your side. Thank you, and enjoy today's ceremony. Now marching into position from the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 300, led by Technical Sergeant Louis Ogaz, Military Training Instructor, hometown El Paso, Texas. Flight 299, led by Technical Sergeant Robert Rockhold, Military Training Instructor, hometown LaFontaine, Ohio. Flight 298, led by Technical Sergeant Paul Brees, Military Training Instructor, hometown Dexter, Missouri. Flight 297, led by Staff Sergeant Thomas Lino, Military Training Instructor, hometown Hollywood, Florida. Flight 296, led by Master Sergeant Jonathan Hawkins, Military Training Instructor, hometown Atlanta, Georgia. PT Excellence Flight, Flight 295, led by Technical Sergeant Ryan McDonald, Military Training Instructor, hometown North Pole, Alaska. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 292, led by Technical Sergeant Jordan Beasy, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Mossy Rock, Washington. Flight 291, led by Technical Sergeant Jacob Rowe, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Warren, Ohio. From the 320th Training Squadron, Flight 290, led by Technical Sergeant Dennis Newman, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Kalamazoo, Michigan. Flight 289, led by Technical Sergeant Guy Reeves, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Joliet, Illinois. Academic Excellence Flight, Flight 288, led by Technical Sergeant Martin Brownlee, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Flight 287, led by Technical Sergeant Joshua DeBenedetto, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Claremont, New Hampshire. Air Force Basic Military Training conducts graduation events over the course of 2 days to celebrate the accomplishments of our newest airmen and guardians. These events recognize their transition into the profession of arms. We acknowledge the tradition of honor and legacy of valor provided by those who came before and inspire us still today. We would also like to thank the family and friends for their continued support that these graduates will be counting on as they serve our great nation in the years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Pacuar.
Please join me in prayer according to your faith, as I do to mine. Eternal God, mighty in works and all-powerful, the one who brings light and clear skies to your people, we invoke you. Descend and be with us today as we celebrate what has been accomplished through hard work and determination of these airmen as they are ready to serve our country. Bestow upon their MTIs, leadership, and staff your wisdom and strength to continue to inspire, transform, and lead all future generations of airmen to come. We ask of you, God, make them strong and brave, forever be with them. May they find success and fulfillment in their chosen path, and may their unwavering dedication to duty be a source of inspiration for others. Godspeed, and the blessing of God be with you forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Please be seated. Good morning, and welcome to today's Basic Military Training graduation ceremony. We would like to introduce our distinguished guests, beginning with the host for today's ceremony. The Commander, Air Force Basic Military Training and 1989 graduate of Basic Military Training, Colonel Billy Wilson, Jr. Representing the Senior Enlisted Leader, Air Force Basic Military Training and 2004 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant DeMarcus Fournay. Also in attendance with us today, the Commander, Joint Base San Antonio and 502nd Air Base Wing, Brigadier General Russell Driggers, accompanied by his wife, Janet. The Command Chief, Joint Base San Antonio and 502nd Air Base Wing, and 1999 graduate of Basic Military Training, Chief Master Sergeant Gilda Alexander. The Individual Mobilization Augmentee to the 37th Training Wing Commander, Colonel Jennifer Anderson. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 737 Training Group is proud to welcome each of you. We hope you enjoy today's ceremony. This week, we have a special opportunity to recognize one additional and significant achievement demonstrating the dedication of 24 of our graduates. They are being led by Technical Sergeant John Shields, Military Drill and Ceremonies Non-Commissioned Officer, hometown, Kinston, North Carolina. Today's recognition is made possible by a partnership between the Department of Defense and Department of Homeland Security to allow active duty service members to become citizens under the Naturalization at Basic Training Initiative. To be eligible, a member of the Armed Forces must pass a comprehensive application process administered by the Department of Homeland Security, including a background check and personal interview to demonstrate high moral character and their knowledge of the English language. Applicants are also tested on U.S. history and government. Please hold your applause until all names have been announced. The Air Force is proud to recognize Franklina Osei, country of origin, Ghana. Vernel Ilagan, country of origin, Philippines. Priyadarshan Sundaraju, country of origin, India. Giovanni Roger Daniel Swabi, country of origin, Jamaica. Jordi Rosales Ramos, country of origin, Guatemala. Tuan Nguyen, country of origin, Vietnam. Abdul Muin Hudu Beki, country of origin, Ghana. Rogers Tamale, country of origin, Uganda. Carlos Jose Joa Picardo, country of origin, Dominican Republic. Nicoy Durant, country of origin, Jamaica. Akeem Omar Perry, country of origin, Jamaica. Timothy Ergiza, country of origin, Philippines. Samuel Bafor Awua, country of origin, Ghana. Amrik Kahum, country of origin, France. Warlin Garcia, country of origin, Dominican Republic. Mark Allen Simon, country of origin, Philippines. Freddie Manuel Marin Rojas, country of origin, El Salvador. Wook Chan Dang, country of origin, Vietnam. John Anthony Martin Angseong, country of origin, Philippines. Larshel Mike Law Illustri, country of origin, Philippines. Jessica Alonzo, country of origin, Mexico. Yu Ying Wong, country of origin, China. Pansuan Sambun, country of origin, Thailand. Angelique Epondilan, country of origin, Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us congratulate the newest citizens of the United States of America. Musical support for this morning's ceremony is provided by Airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing on the direction of Staff Sergeant Jacob Wright, military training instructor, hometown, Llano, Texas. These individuals have been hand-selected to perform for today's ceremony. In addition to completing all basic training syllabus and training requirements, Drum and Bugle Corps members commit additional training hours for practice throughout their weeks of training. Their extra effort and commitment demonstrate teamwork and the Air Force's core value, service before self. With each Drum and Bugle Corps performance, they honor the long-standing tradition of live music at formal military ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Master Sergeant Andrade will now come forward and address our graduating class.
All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the home of Air Force Basic Military Training. This is an incredible day today, and I want to start off first by thanking the family members and the loved ones who have been here to support and encourage the airmen that stand here before us today. Your support has been essential to our airmen's success here at Basic Training and will continue to be necessary as they continue on their journey to serve in the world's greatest Air Force. Thank you, families. I'd also like to take the time now to thank a very special group of individuals, professionals, who have shaped and molded the airmen that stand before you here today, and that is our military training instructors of the 737th Training Group. These outstanding professionals have poured their hearts and souls into discipline and the training of our nation's warriors. In just 7.5 weeks, they have transformed them into the impressive men and women we see us before today. Our airmen are better trained than ever before to deal with the ever challenges at home and abroad. You have played a critical role in mentoring, developing, and shaping our newest graduates to meet the future needs of the world's greatest Air Force. It's a difficult job, but one that you have done exceptionally well. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to ask that you give a round of applause to this dedicated team of professionals. All right, now to our graduates. It's been 7.5 weeks for you, and they've been challenging, they've been difficult. You've had hours and hours of physical training, of working in your areas, rolling t-shirts, rolling socks, even folding your underwears. You've had countless hours on the drill pad, perfecting the craft of transitory drill and individual drill. All of that together as a team. And so as you embark on this journey of your Air Force career, I want to make sure that you understand that everything that you did here, all the challenges that you overcame, are establishing a foundation for you that you're going to need and continue to develop to be successful airmen in our Air Force. Your MTIs have taught you teamwork, communication, perseverance, that our Air Force core values. The most important thing that they've taught you, though, is what grit means. Grit is the determination and the courage to be able to push through any obstacle and any challenge in order to achieve your goals. And you're going to continue to develop this critical life skill throughout the many years that you're going to serve in the military. This is necessary for each and every one of us to be able to have, because while we may celebrate great days like today, and we may enjoy the accolades and the awards of our team's success, the days that are difficult are ahead. And we're going to need to be able to look at those challenges and those obstacles head on, push through them, push through those difficult moments, overcome them, and learn from those opportunities so that they can make you stronger men and women. That is what our Air Force is going to need from each and every one of you. So I want you to remember that even though the foundation has been laid for each and every one of you, and you understand what it means for you to be a professional in the profession of arms, continue to hone in on those key skills that we're going to need from you to be our airmen, our future leaders for the Air Force. Airmen, I leave you with this. You are joining a team of professionals dedicated to integrity, service, and excellence. We are in unprecedented times with unprecedented challenges, and we continue to overcome, adapt, and thrive in an unpredictable world with unpredictable circumstances because it's airmen like you who have stepped up and taken the oath to serve your country and our nation. During these times, our American public looks to you as a beacon of hope and to calm the waters of uncertainty, and I have no doubt that you're up for the challenge. Your will, desire, and dedication to your country and a purpose greater than yourself has brought you here and will continue to be what drives and motivates you to move forward. Today, you begin to write the next chapter of your Air Force story. Whatever your path, I encourage you to make the most of it, and I thank you for committing yourself to serving your country. As your senior enlisted leader, I hereby acknowledge your completion of all graduation requirements and have recommended to Colonel Wilson and Chief Master Sergeant Anderson, you receive your coveted Airman's coin, which signifies your transition today from trainees to airmen. Congratulations. Military training instructors, you may proceed.
At this part of the ceremony, the military training instructors will distribute the Venerable Airman's Coin, and for the first time, distinct Space Force coins to our Space Force graduates. The lore of military coins has many colorful suspected origins. However, a popular story stems from World War I, where American volunteers formed flying squadrons in France during the Great War. One of the volunteers was a wealthy lieutenant who took great pride in his service and had medallions cast in bronze, with his squadron's emblem on them. He gave those medallions to every member of his unit. Not long after, one of the pilots was shot down behind enemy lines and was captured by a German patrol. The German forces confiscated the pilot's possessions except for the pilot's medallion that he wore around his neck. While in confinement in a small French village, the captured pilot took advantage of a nighttime bombardment by the Allies. He donned civilian clothes and escaped after crossing the front lines to safety. He came across a French outpost where he was initially thought to be a saboteur until he showed them his unit coin. The French forces recognized the unit emblem, and instead of any harsher treatment, he received a bottle of wine. Today, several military units have developed their own coins and specific rules for them. Many organizations give out their unit coins to recognize outstanding performances and achievements. The coins the airmen and space professionals receive today are unique in that they originate here at the gateway to the Air Force and are only given to those who complete this rigorous course of instruction. On one side of the airman's coin, the original emblem of the Air Force resides as envisioned by General Henry Hap Arnold, one of the first military aviators and later commander of the Army Air Forces in World War II. Beneath the emblem, the year 1947, the birth date of the United States Air Force, and around the rim of the coin, the core values of the Air Force: integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Inscribed on the other side of the coin is the newly recognized emblem of the Air Force, a symbol that honors the heritage of our past and represents the promise of our future. The emblem retains the core elements of the Henry Hap Arnold emblem, the Arnold wings, and the star within a circle. The modern effect of the emblem reflects our Air and Space Force today and into the future. Inscribed in a half circle above the contemporary Air Force emblem is the Air Force motto, "Aim high, fly, fight, win." And on the border of the coin, a reminder to all who see this is inscribed, "Awarded on the occasion of becoming an airman in the world's greatest Air Force."
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Colonel Orozco will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Welcome once again, family, friends, loved ones, to the gateway of the U.S. Air Force. It's amazing seeing so many of you supporting your airmen and this next generation of warfighters in defense of our nation. And the energy of this crowd, I love it. 7.5 weeks ago, the 626 airmen before you have accepted the challenge to become a better version of themselves. They came from all over our country, and in some cases, all over the world, to fulfill a common purpose. They didn't quit. And today, they have earned their rightful place on our team as American airmen. And today, they feel the exhilaration of that victory and that achievement. They have learned that no one succeeds alone. They are more resilient, the more adaptive, and the more equipped to conquer the challenges ahead against an unknown future and unknown formidable adversaries. These airmen have learned that we fight as a team. But this is just the start, airmen. There is so much more to learn, and it will get harder. More will be required of you. Embrace these realities and persevere in spite of them. Believe in the power within yourselves to make a difference, because you are never just an airman. The fact is that you've chosen a very dangerous profession, and we should thank God for that, because our country stands on your shoulders, on our shoulders. And when it gets hard, really hard, we draw strength in the belief that the work we are doing is for our freedom, for our families, and for our nation. We are stronger today because you volunteered to serve our country, to fly, fight, and win. Look, the Air Force can be a hard life, but it's a good life. A life filled with honor, with purpose, and with hope. And at this moment, each of you is on the cusp of a future filled with boundless opportunities. You've come a long way in a short time, but you must go further and you must reach higher. Now is the time to be great. So go forth and take our Air Force to greater heights, because your MTIs have prepared you well. They've poured hundreds of years of their collective experience into each of you to make our Air Force and our nation stronger. Honor their service and their sacrifice by raising the standards of excellence in all you do. And finally, congratulations on completing basic military training. You are now members of the profession of arms, teammates on the most lethal fighting force this world has ever known. I look forward to being on your wing as we continue to deliver air power for America. Good luck and Godspeed. One team.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel Orozco. At this time, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize basic military training's most outstanding performer, someone who demonstrated their ability to successfully navigate all assessments, testing their physical abilities, academic aptitude, and adaptability to the military environment through multiple progress checks. This airman has surpassed all others in the challenges of training and has earned the distinction of being the top graduate of this class. The top graduate is from the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 293, Meredith Ramsher. She is from Hot Springs, South Dakota, and joined the Air Force to become an airfield management journeyman. In the stands cheering are her mother, Krista, father, Leonard, and brother, Noland. Her recruiter is Master Sergeant Zachary Gates from the 361st Recruiting Squadron, Lacey, Washington. Please stand as a sign of unity as our top graduate leads us through the Airman's Creed. Instructors, place your flights at attention. Thank you. Please be seated. Instructors, place your flights at ease. This morning, we honor our heritage of military customs and traditions as we welcome our newest airmen into the ranks of the Department of the Air Force. There are two purposes for this morning's retreat ceremony. The retreat ceremony is a solemn event conducted at every United States military installation across the globe. It signifies the end of the official duty day, and today is symbolic of the end of training for our graduates. But more importantly, it is to pay respect to our nation's flag. When we offer our respect for our flag and to our national anthem, we have an opportunity to reflect on the democratic principles that have made our nation great. The meaning of freedom, dignity of the individual, the pursuit of happiness, and national unity all come to mind when you think of our flag. It is the symbol of our nation to the world. Military members have a special bond with the flag. These airmen are part of the flag's tradition because they symbolize the spirit and sacrifices of the military and dedication to the defense of this great nation and the principles it represents. When we salute the flag as it is lowered, we ask you to think. Think about the flag flying over Arlington and other national cemeteries. Think about the flag being carried into combat by the service members who preceded us. Think about the freedom Americans enjoy today, freedom without precedent in the history of the world. The men and women who stand before you today represent the projection of the strength behind our flag. Our flag security detail consists of members from the graduating squadron, led by Technical Sergeant Tavis Bell. Our commander of airmen is Master Sergeant Jessica Gearhart. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the sounding of retreat and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
So let's get on the announcement and not play the music. Say, hey, give me something professional, ladies and gentlemen.
Go let him know to stop.
Medical emergency.
Go let him know to stop.
Hey. Yeah.
I got you. He's going to let him know. Once he stops him, I'll make the announcement, if that's okay with you, Chief.
Yeah, we can get down right there to pause. Then let's wait and let medical take
I didn't see the train down, Chief.
Dion, let's go. What are we doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we will now pause while medical emergency is being handled. Please stand by for the continuation of the ceremony.
Y'all got a personnel, y'all can send it out there to just keep communication flow from here to there. Just go ahead and make sure that happens.
Copy
so
that.
Y'all can tell them, hey, this is what we want to do.
Yes, Chief.
Render aid, and then as soon as the member is able to get over there, then y'all know when the queue is back up.
Yes, Chief.
They got phones on and stuff?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Sure.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Okay. And then we can press. Okay, so once he gets out of view, say it. Okay? Okay.
And just monitor it. If something doesn't look right, step back, because obviously this is much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Gear up, you're up. Squadron.
Instructors, place your flight at attention.
Instructors, place your flights at attention. The flag stands for peace, honor, truth, justice, and freedom. In the armed forces of the United States, during the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out at the ceremony of reveille. The flag has been torn to strips and used as bandages for wounded combatants on the battlefield. It has been placed in the trembling arms of a grieving parent at the grave of their fallen son or daughter. It is flown at half-staff to honor our military members. The flag has flown in every battle of every war for more than 200 years. It has flown at Valley Forge, Shiloh, and Gettysburg. It was there at San Juan Hill, the trenches of France, in the Argonne Forest, Anzio, Rome, on the beaches of Normandy. It was waved at Okinawa, Korea, Vietnam, Somalia, Kuwait, Iraq, and in Afghanistan. The flag has been burned, torn, and trampled on the streets of countries that America has helped set free. Yet, it remains invincible. Please remain standing for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam now, give 'em the gun, give 'em the gun. Down we die, spouting our flames from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame or go down in flames. Hey, nothing will stop the U.S. Air Force. Congratulations on achieving this historic milestone that marks the beginning of your career. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain in your seating area. The graduates will be dismissed momentarily. Families with graduates in the Drum and Bugle Corps are asked to wait for their graduates on the north side of the west bleachers while they secure their equipment. We ask that you refrain from running onto the retreat pad and please use caution when descending the bleachers. Town Pass ends at 2000 hours. When dropping off graduates, please stay in your vehicle. Family members are not authorized to enter any training area. Thank you, and please enjoy your stay at the 37th Training Wing, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas.